Capricorn, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your reading back with me again, Anisa from Near Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and advice by the end of the session, all right? Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link on a description box below for a personal reading with me. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, all right? So let's do it, Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, this is crazy, but as I was shuffling here, I have feelings. I was seeing something. We'll talk about it in the present moment. But anyway, you might be dealing with an air sign here, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or you might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might be dealing with a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Pisces or a Sagittarius or a earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. If you guys are dealing with one person, this person is having a war within themselves because they don't really know what type of energy they want or what is it that they want, okay? At one point, they have the Queen of Swords, meaning that they are wanting to be a little bit cold and attached with you. There's something here that still bothers them. But on the other hand, they still want to make this work with you by rekindling the friendship aspect of the relationship, by bringing in more joy and fun within the connections. Now, what I was seeing when I was shuffling your cards is this Queen of Swords. And the reason why this Queen of Swords came about is because I do feel that in the past, it's either this person received informations either from you or from somebody close to you that really shattered them, like that tower moment, okay? And the hurt that was caused about something that is in the past is they're still bringing it up until this point. And it's very difficult for this person to let it go. They might have fixed placement somewhere, okay? Because they're still kind of like clicking onto it. So even though they want to make it work, they want to bring in the fun, they want to be bringing in the joy into the relationship, they're still holding on into the hurt. And with the Queen of Swords in here, be careful of triggering it again, okay? So your challenges with the Hierophant and also the Judgment, your challenge has a lot to do with you making a final decision, making a quick, decisive decisions on what is it that you want to do with these connections. And when you do make that decisions, make sure that you come to an agreement with this person where both of you are on an equal level, okay? Not a decision that is going to be pleasing another person and is going to require the other parties to sacrifice, but both are equal. Because that's the Hierophant, right? Like a contract or an agreement made when both people are sitting on an equal level. So in the past, Hangman and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. From your side, you have a Two of Pentacles and you also have the Nine of Wands. You guys are skeptical about these connections. You guys are the wounded warriors. You don't know whether or not you still have the energy to put in the work in regards to these connections because you don't know if this is such a good investment or not. It has been quite unstable. And you don't know, you just don't know, because that's the Nine of Wands for me, okay? You've been burned so many times, maybe from your past relationship or maybe in this current relationship. And having that energy, having that will or intentions of wanting to make it work is difficult when you don't know if this is going to be the last time I have to fight for this. What if I fight for this one more time and I'm going to get burned, like I'm not ready, like I'm too old to get played, right? Then Hangman and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Well, they're just kind of like waiting. They don't like the position that they're in the past. But again, as I was saying earlier, with the things that I saw, is that they either received a message or informations from you that you could probably be blocking them off, cutting them off, you know. Now, you came from a place of love when you did that. It's not like you hated them per se. It's more about you came from a place of love, but you felt the need to communicate it with them, or the other person in your life felt the need to communicate it with them, but it was kind of like quite a painful experience that they were experiencing in the past here. So in the now, with the Page of Pentacles and also the Temperance, you guys have a Five of Pentacles and also the Wheel of Fortune. You're still kind of like quite optimistic that this connections could, you know, have a chance to expand, but the thing that is now happening made you disappointed or make you a bit upset because you feel that this person is being very, very calculative. Page of Pentacles is a very calculating card, okay? It's a slow moving. It doesn't really care how much time flew. They took it very slow and methodical. I don't know. For some of you, if this is like a separations or a breakup situations, they might be entertaining other options as well, because the Page of Pentacles is actually facing outside of the connections, where it's fishing outside of the connection. Let's see the future. Now, in the future, there's finally going to be a movement, but it's going to be frustrating for you because, again, as I was saying earlier, right? Page of Pentacles, and then right down beneath it, you have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is somebody who's very careful in this deck of mine, very careful of approaching that burning building because they don't know what is it that they want to be expecting. And they're also very careful because, again, they're still carrying the hurt of your previous interactions with them. And because they're so slow and they're so methodological, so it kind of like creates this air of awkwardness between the both of you that makes you kind of like quite confused about which directions you need to go to. Okay, all you need is a green light. All you need is an assurance that this one is going to be it. An assurance that everything is going to be okay, and you're not having it here. But I do see movement here with the Fool and also the Chariot, so you're going to make a very, very impulsive decisions, and so do they. Let's clarify them. Yeah, they're afraid that you've already emotionally walked away from these connections, and this is what they're unsure of. So they're bringing in the pain, and they still want to work it out with you guys, but they're also unsure if they were to be approaching you, or if they were to be working towards these connections, that you would end up eventually, you know, walking away from these connections, and that's one of their biggest fear. That's why they're very slow. Five of Swords, Nine of Wands, and also the Five of Cups. Most of you are inclined to end this because you don't see a way out of this. You don't see how can you make things better. This is a situations where both parties have already hurt one another. So it's like, you're tired. And I just feel that in the future, you guys are just tired. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And you have a much more inclinations to literally cut them off. Even though you have like a really, really deep feelings towards them here. Let's see what the Fool card here. Capricorn. Okay. Yeah. So they're coming to you when you're ready to give it up, when you least expect it, when you're ready to give it up, when you have that inclinations of like, you know what, like I don't see this happening. I don't see this moving anywhere. I don't see, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just going to let it go. When you least expect it, this person is coming to you fast. Okay, Chariot, the Queen of Swords, and also the Knight of Cups. And again, as I was saying earlier, they're still carrying the hurt from the past. It's still there. It's still there. It's not going anywhere. It's still at the back of their mind here. But I do feel that the reason why they're doing this in the future is because, well, they have so much love for you. You, Capricorn, you have a Chariot card, so you're going to be happy, right? Like when you least expect it, this thing happens and you're going to be so happy about it. To a point where you're actually sabotaging yourself of setting things right. To a point where you let some things slide. You do have concerns here. You got hurt too. Like they're not the only person who got hurt, but because you really love them and this person is your weak spot. I see you having the inclinations to sabotage yourself by not setting things right, by not setting your boundaries, by not making, you know, that was your challenge, right? Remember? Making an agreement or making a compromise with two people standing on an equal level. But in the future, I see you sabotaging it. I see you maybe, you know, because you love them so much, you do not really want to set things right. So let's get into the advice. Now be careful, you know, the more you sabotage yourself, the bigger price you're going to pay for yourself. What's the advice for Capricorn? Sun card is in reverse, the Star card, and also the Five of Cups. Your heart is not good right now. Your heart chakra is drained, your cortisol level is increasing, your immunity level is decreasing. You might get sick if you keep up this energy of being disappointed, of being, you know, letting other people feel that they have the upper hand on the situations, sabotaging yourself. I just read a book by John Gottman, and it was Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I haven't finished it, but it was really good. So what he did was he did like a 40 years research towards married people and relationship, and he could accurately predict which one of them are going to lead up to divorce. And they have 4 traits, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The first one is criticism. The second one is contempt. The third one is defensiveness. And the fourth one is stonewalling. Now, I do feel that in these connections, this person is doing one of those 4 towards you. And that's maybe they're being contempt towards you. Okay? That could lead to your immune system decreasing and you might get sick. So just be careful about it, all right? So the advice here is to just focus on yourself. The Five of Cups in this deck of mine is really beautiful. Wait a second, I have to take this. All right, sorry guys, it was really an urgent call that I need to take. But anyway, I do love this Five of Cups in this deck of mine because it's showing that this person is choosing not to help whoever it is that is drowning right over there, right? There's a story when a tsunami hit Indonesia in 2004, I believe. There were people in the river and there were people who were trying to help them. Were they successful? No. They end up dying too. So sometimes you need to pick your battle, okay? I know you have a good heart. Maybe sometimes you feel sorry, oh my God, like maybe this person needs help, la 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 la. But you need to put yourself first, okay? So Five of Cups is about you choosing chin up and see that you still have this Two of Cups here. Stop mourning over something, stop regretting, stop pondering over something, trying to save another person. Just save yourself first, All right, and just focus on you. You have a star card here. I do feel that your luck is going to be increasing. You would have your wish fulfillment, but only if you start focusing on yourself, Capricorn. Okay? And in regards to this connection, is also the same way too. You can't keep sabotaging yourself. The more you sabotage yourself, the bigger price you're going to pay for yourself. Okay? So I think that is it from my reading for you, Capricorn. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week with another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.